Day 77 of documenting this business journey, man. You know, day 76, we did a lot of work. Literally from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, I was working, and we're gonna make some chili. And you know, that was good. I got the live activities going. I got the widgets working. I got the notifications going. So it was all pretty good for the most part. But I was working on that literally all day yesterday. And now it's the next day today. And so I hung out with my girlfriend, and that was good. We got it figured out. Everything went really good as expected. You know, that stuff's normal. It happens, but it was just something that ended up happening that I talked a little bit more about to you guys than I normally would have. So, yeah. But, so yeah, we're gonna dump the chili in this bowl. We might have to get 2 of them because I don't think this is enough. Yeah, it's not. Okay. So, but I will say today and yesterday, because I've been doing so much building and not enough marketing, that I feel like everything's kind of falling apart. And I know that's bad to think. I know I'm manifesting negativity, which is bad. And it's literally falling apart in front of my face. But I'm going to get back on it. I will get back on it soon enough, and things will be good. So, yeah. It's really just a matter of me manifesting, thinking about it, being deliberate in what I want, and making the time of a day for myself to make it happen. The thing is when you know where you want to be, you figure out what that person would be doing day to day, and you copy those things, and you feel as if you're in that moment yourself. So if I want to be somewhere, even if I don't want to copy the actions that person is doing, for example, maybe not hanging out with my girlfriend today and giving time to myself to work on the business, that's what I'd be doing. And honestly, I think that the version of myself that is where I want to be is not going to work tomorrow. But I feel like I've been spending a little bit more money recently. And I feel like I might as well just go to work. So I don't know what I'm thinking. And so I think I need to get back on my grind. And I think what that'll mean is tonight it's 10:45 and I'm making chili. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the chili, basically get ready to the point where I'm ready to go to sleep, and I'm just going to get working. And what entails working for me right now is manifesting where I want to be, what that person will be doing right now in the moment that I will be in the future, in a minute, and doing it, whether it's going to sleep, whether it's working all night on DMs, whether it's whatever it is, that's what I'll be doing. And so, yeah, I told my dad that I was gonna go to work tomorrow, so I feel like I have to go at this point. And I feel like I wouldn't make sure that I get myself up early if I didn't go this morning, so I think I might as well go. But yeah, my plan tomorrow is gonna be wake up early, get to work, bring my laptop, bring my AirPods. I bought the AirPods for a reason, so that's why I'm going to work. And I'm gonna do my work at work, and I'm also gonna do my business work at work. So how I'm gonna do that is I have a few people that I already have selected on TikTok to send DMs to. And so I'm going to continue to send DMs to those people. And I think one of the most important things, honestly, is just manifesting. So bringing my journal and thinking about where I would, like what I would be doing in this moment if I was there, and trying to do those things and move the needle. Because I'm telling you, for the 2 days that I was really manifesting and I was telling myself I was who I wanted to be, I got 4 more creators signed. I sent probably over 50 to 75 DMs. And I learned a lot with the whole like outreach process. So I think it was amazing for me, and I want to do it more, but I just haven't found the time because the last 2 days I've been building so much. This morning I woke up and I went straight to work with my test for college. And then my girlfriend, I needed to kind of do something with that. So there's that. And now she wants to hang out with me tomorrow. And if I didn't go to work, then I'd probably sleep in, and then I wouldn't have time to work, and I wouldn't have gotten work done. So I wouldn't have made money. So basically, yeah, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to bring my work, and I'm going to manifest. I'm going to write down in my journal, and I'm going to bring my AirPods, and I'm going to do the TikTok outreach to a degree. I'm going to try, at least, if not, try to like find people that fit the niche. Really just manifest. Manifest is the key. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do tomorrow, but I'll figure that out by manifesting. That's the most important thing to do tonight before I go to bed, so that's what I'm going to try to do. And then we're going to get back on page this week. Whether we, go to work all 4 days of the week, or we split off on some days. If I go to work tomorrow, I'm going to work on Tuesday too. And if I go to work like Wednesday, then I have to go to work on Thursday too. So I might not go to work on Wednesday, but I have to go to work on Tuesday. So I think my plan is going to be just like waking up early and manifesting what I would be doing in those times, in those moments in time. And honestly, I think the biggest thing for me after this week, because I need to get my money back up because I haven't had work to do the last 2 days of the work week last week, is get my money back up this week. So $100, $200, $300, $400 this week, and still try to work and manifest through it. Working late hours, trying to, make the most of my time and be efficient with it. And like really putting myself in that version and identity of myself that's there. So whatever that person and that version of myself would be doing, as much as I can do, I try to do it. And then I think after Thursday, I completely just I'll figure out from Friday to Sunday, but I think that I'm like, as of next week, probably not going to be going very much. Just because I think that the version of myself that has it wouldn't be. And I think that if anything, the version of myself would just be waking up early, like 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 7 a.m. And he would be working until like 11, and then he'd be going in town to meet everybody for lunch, and then he'd be coming back to the house and like working even farther and more. But I think I'm going to be back at my house before probably 4 o'clock, before 3 o'clock tomorrow. And at that moment in time, I can, reset, get myself out here and do the work that I need to do. And as far as like managing and maintaining the people I'm working with right now, as of right now, today, we have Jake Matz Lifts. He's like 15 years old. We have that guy. Then we have Nikon, 82 followers, probably in his 20s. We have Tim Lanzer. He's probably in his 20s too. 12K followers, and I worked with him for a couple weeks now. Layla came out of nowhere yesterday, and she just made her account, but she hasn't gotten back to me. And then we have Bobby, or Bucky is his name, and Bucky also has about 11K, and he could have some potential good content, but he's just not posting what he needs to be posting right now. So I really need to manifest what would myself be doing if I had it. You know, I was making a few $100s a month. I was making a few $1,000s a month. I had, you know, hundreds of users coming to the app every day. And I was, you know, starting to ramp up the volume of everything that I was doing. What would that version of myself decide to do about creators that aren't posting the right content, first of all? And second of all, do in the position that I'm going to be in tomorrow, because the version of myself that's there wouldn't even put myself in that position tomorrow. So the fact that I'm putting myself in that position tomorrow means I need to just think about what that version of myself would be doing if they were forced to be in that decision tomorrow, and making the most of it. And it's really complicated, but anyways, we have one person, Nick Cannon, and I guess Tim Lanzer, that are somewhat promoting the app. Tim Lanzer's not promoting it very well. Nick Cannon hasn't really posted another video since the first one. So I have no idea how we're supposed to get all these followers. But me, myself, I can count on myself tomorrow to post videos revolving around the app on organic type of content with different, you know, places on TikTok to push the app. And as long as I can count on myself to do that, I feel like I'm giving a valiant enough effort, instead of just like paying these guys $25 a week, $37 a week to just post content that doesn't really promote the app. And so I'm gonna make sure that they meet their quotas every single week for videos posted. You know, 20 videos a month, which comes out to like what, 20 divided by 4 is 5 videos a week. And I'm gonna keep stacking creators. I'm gonna keep the volume up, and I think the big key is volume. You know, reaching out to creators and getting more creators, getting better creators, getting creators to create better content, paying creators a little bit more probably, and posting more content myself that is better content. I think that's really the volume play that gets me to where I want to be. So that's what we're gonna do. But like I said, as of recently, the past 2 days, I've been building and not marketing. And so I've taken myself away from that manifested identity. And I feel like my priorities, my focus has been elsewhere, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like I'm on the right track. It feels like I might as well have stopped this business journey. Even though I'm recording day 77, I feel like I stopped low key on day 45, but I didn't, because all of day 46, I was working on the app. And I mean, today I didn't really work on the app, I'll admit that, because I did a little bit of stuff, but I was working on taking my college test for the most part, and I had to work out things with my girlfriend, so yeah. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the chili that we just made inside. We're gonna put some ketchup, maybe we're gonna put some sour cream or something. We're gonna get our stuff, we're gonna go upstairs, and we're gonna get in the shower, we're gonna get ready for bed, and then we're going to write down in our journal. We're gonna manifest, we're gonna really see the vision of ourselves and what ourselves will be doing in those certain positions. And we're gonna capitalize on that feeling and on those actions tonight. And then we're gonna continue to capitalize as I wake up tomorrow morning. So yeah, the reason why why I am going to work tomorrow and not going to work tomorrow, just to clarify with myself one more time, is because first of all, I bought AirPods. I need to take advantage of them. It's a perfect opportunity to do that. Second of all, I probably spent over $300 this weekend, and I got to get my money back up. Plus, I got to be paying creators every week. So that comes out of my budget, and that's not tasting very good either. And then on top of that, my dad just got back to work, and we can go on lunches that I don't have to pay for that taste really good. So there's that. And I mean, it's still like, even if I weren't to have gone to work tomorrow, I don't think I would got myself up early enough in the morning to like capitalize on the time that I would have been working. I don't know how to make that make sense, but yeah. So anyways, day 77. See y'all tomorrow on day 78. And let's see if I manifest anything good enough, and if I put in the work that I should be putting in, because right now there's no reason I shouldn't. So anyways, peace out.